Car Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. It is hour number 2 of OTB. We are here live at Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive. If you're watching us on YouTube, you see all the incredible sports memorabilia behind us. I mean, they got a little bit of everything here. I mean, they got movie memorabilia. They've got a ton of bats on the wall, very cool bats, autographed by different people. But you see the jerseys, you see the pictures behind us. Great spot just to come hang out, look at all the different stuff they have, certainly on game day. And again, I'll be here from 10 a.m. till 11:30 on Saturday, so come hang out.
They can get like any type of sports memorabilia. They got connections all over the country. They do all sorts of cool stuff. Here at Pro Dreams, they are a full-service provider, like an auction for fundraisers. So if you have an event, if you're raising money for a good cause, whatever it is, it's like a no-risk opportunity to get them. They will come set up at no cost to you. They'll even give a portion of the proceeds back to whatever you are raising money for. So come see them. It's a great time to come see them and just see their new shop here, too, this weekend when you're out on campus, moving about, drinking those Dos Equis.
All right, we've been talking about, some movement there and some of the games that we've been paying attention to. And we know that, football has started. And every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. Hey, new customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, right now, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge, that is promo code Baton Rouge, to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown, it's yours.
Ooh. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget. Lake Charles bonus bets expire 7 days after issued. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right. The New Orleans Saints take on the San Francisco 49ers coming up this week, and the Saints will be facing off against a backup quarterback. Brock Purdy is going to miss, timetable, like 2 to 5 weeks. I'm like, that's kind of a big window there, but that's what
Doc, we pay you a lot of money, Doc. Can you just give us maybe a 2-week window?
So if the Saints do face off against a backup quarterback, it's going to be McCorkle.
Oh, boy.
Mac Jones is going to be the quarterback there for the 49ers. Look, if you're the Saints, I'm not saying you're sitting over here hoping for injuries, but if you could pick 2 guys for San Francisco to be out, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, probably the 2 that you would hope would miss the competition. So it's a great opportunity. And again,
I don't think the Saints are in a position to be like, we want your best shot. We really want your starters in. Now, if you can get the starting quarterback to miss one and your absolute best tight end in the league, game-changing guy that has single-handedly won games before, you take that. Yeah. You take that. We don't need their best shot.
Yeah.
We'll just take their mediocre shot.
Yeah, so this was about 15 minutes ago. Brock Purdy will miss 2 to 5 weeks with a form of turf toe. So, I believe yesterday the messaging was it was going to be a long shot that Brock Purdy could play, and it felt like he wasn't going to play. But, 2 to 5 weeks with turf toe, a form of turf toe is what we're seeing there. So you're preparing for Mac Jones, and again, if you were the Saints, for 2 people to be out for the 49ers, I mean, those are 2 people, obviously, major players, and Kittle's a mismatch no matter who you are. So we'll see if, Juwan Jennings can get back on the field. He's questionable for this game. Obviously a very talented receiver, but it's the quarterback, man. It's the quarterback position that we're going to talk about here. The line went from 7.5 to 3.5 with this news today.
Let's go.
So
we got action.
And look, it's a great opportunity for the Saints.
You got to get some wins. You got
yeah. And
when an opportunity presents itself,
is at home.
You have to take advantage.
Their
of it.
quarterback's hurt. I think. I know you could say Christian McCaffrey. I still think George Kittle's their best player. And he's just an animal.
I would agree with you.
So they're down quarterback and their best player. You have them at home. You're searching for a victory any way you can this year. This is a great opportunity for you.
Not only is Kittle, I think, their best player, but the guy that brings a lot of juice and energy and just that crazy meathead.
Piss and vinegar.
What'd you call it one time? Crazy white boy energy. He just brings that to the table. So if you're missing that, it's missing a big piece of you, not only physically but emotionally out there as well. So if the Saints, like in any good teams, and we're not claiming that right now for the Saints, but it's the NFL. When an opportunity presents itself, you have to take advantage. So when your starting quarterback and your best player is not playing and you're playing at the Dome, it kind of becomes a must-win situation. You gotta pick this one off. So we'll see what happens. And you got Mac Jones coming in, of course, I guess what would be considered a first-round bust right now, even though we talked about at the break that he had a pretty decent rookie campaign. And I was looking at his numbers. So I looked up his numbers, expecting them to be atrocious.
Yeah.
I expected them to be 50 touchdowns and 80 interceptions or something. But they're actually not terrible. Career completion percentage is over 4 seasons is 65.9%, so almost 66% completion. 10,590 total yards. 54 touchdowns to 44 interceptions. I really expected that to be a little bit closer to even. So in a ESPN rating of 80, quarterback rating of 84.9, which is not terrible statistics. It's not elite or really good or anything, but I expected it because of. He's a first round pick in 2021, and this is his third team. Yeah, that's pretty wild to not have such bats, but. Clearly they trusted him enough to be a backup to a backup to a highly paid quarterback is an important position. So we'll see what kind of juice he's got left. If there's motivation, to be had out there for a guy, it's being a first round pick, people saying you're a bust, and getting an opportunity to go play in a dome, which is a quarterback's dream, playing in a dome. This is an opportunity that you're going to get a kid's best shot who was clearly more talented enough to be a first rounder. So again, looking at, I was expecting to come on here and be able to talk all segment about how bad he's been, but really it hasn't been that. I'm sure there's been some games where it's just been hideous. Oh, and that. Ugh. That baby, that used diaper face that he had after he got hurt.
When he sprained his ankle?
Was it a torn Achilles?
No.
No, he just sprained his ankle?
He sprained his ankle.
There was a clip recently I saw on Twitter or X or whatever that came across, and he's like, here's the difference. And it showed Aaron Rodgers' face when he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
He limped off the field and he was just stone cold.
Yeah.
And then here's Mac Jones' face after he sprained his ankle. And he was crying.
Two people carrying him off the field.
2 people carrying him off the field. He was crying and screaming in the tunnel.
I did see that. Come on, McCorkle.
What are we doing?
Come on.
You might not be tough, but you do have more touchdowns than interceptions in your career, so I'll give you a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah. Adam Fields, I hear you. He's like, do we really want the Saints winning a lot of games?
Yeah, why not?
I understand, you want a great draft choice, but Adam, I'll tell you this, and I'll ask you this question. What have the Saints done in the draft that makes you feel like they'd make the right decision?
That's a great question.
What have they done that may? Oh yeah, for sure, they'd crush the top pick.
Who are we tanking for right now?
I don't have that belief that they would do that.
Yeah.
Now, Banks, this number 9 overall pick, it looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. It looks solid for sure. But do we really need to revisit the draft history? Yep. You just had to cut a second round pick. They couldn't find a tackle with a search warrant in his time in New Orleans, and Isaiah Foskey, and we could go down the long list, and Trevor Penning and Cesar Ruiz, we could go down the list if you want to, but you know it. You already know it. So, I hear you. Yep. I hear what you're saying about, let's get a good draft choice, let's get a quarterback, but do you really right now trust them to make the right pick?
And here's my opinion and thought on this is the Saints are not threatening to fall outside of the top 10 in the draft. That's just the roster's not there. The depth is not there. They're not going to go on this run where they're like, okay, we're we won enough games where we're picking 15th.
Yeah.
They're going to have a top 10 pick. So it's like the difference between 3 and 10. I mean, it's fairly significant. But what I would rather do with a first-year head coach and 2 young quarterbacks is show some life, show some progress, and show other vets across the league who might become free agents that we're a destination place that is an up-and-coming. Like, look at what we did this year with our first-year head coach. It's kind of a sexy place to look at the offense we did. We had success. Guess what would happen if we had you in a Saints helmet? Like, that's the pitch to free agents. So I would rather that than tank and get a shot at hopefully a number 1 overall, because just because you're number 1 or 2 overall doesn't mean you're going to be good. You got a better shot at it. There's more, but and we do think
there's
that
certain teams that if they were drafting number 1 overall, look how they've drafted, look how the Eagles have drafted, and look how Green Bay's drafted or whoever.
Yeah. But if you have a free agent, if you have some free agents in the NFL that in mid-March of 2026 are completely free agents and trying to decide where to go, where do I fit, are you really going to look at a place that went 2-15 and has to take a young quarterback and start over? Like, I mean, we get it. It is a rebuild year.
Yeah.
But I would rather show some positivity. We won these games. We won the games. And this is the depth we had. Just think if we had you.
Right.
What we could do.
Instead of, with the 4th overall pick, the New Orleans Saints select edge rusher from Houston Christian.
Exactly.
Enter name. Or maybe it's Houston Baptist now. They changed names. I don't remember if they changed to Christian or to Baptist, but either way, you get the point.
Oh, you know Mickey's going to do that, too.
But his relative athletic score was through the roof, yeah. So was Peyton Turner's and Marcus Davenport's.
So maybe we just celebrate the wins and just celebrate our victories.
Just be competitive.
Just be competitive. And
just be competitive. Like the Pelicans aren't competitive, and it sucks.
For the love of God, Saints fans, don't be mad if we win a football.
I know. Like, come on, man. The Pelicans, it's like you poke them with a stick. Like, do something.
Yeah, come on.
Give me something. Like,
beat Mac Jones and no George Kittle.
Yes, you're facing McCorkle Jones with no George Kittle and a Christian McCaffrey that is probably going to have bandages on because my man's put together right now with duct tape and super glue. I mean, that's kind of where he's at right now. I wish he was healthy. I love watching C-Mac, but he's not. All right? Juwan Jennings is same situation. He's not healthy. Go be competitive. Go win a game. Just go do it. Just go do it. You're at home.
Yep.
You're facing a backup quarterback without their best player. Go win a game.
So we're in agreement. This is a must-win.
It is.
If they don't find a way to win this one, I think we can safely say we're eliminated from playoff contention.
I'm with you.
Mathematically.
Yeah. And look, there's if you don't like Spencer Rattler, if he's your issue, I do think there's going to be 4 quarterbacks in this draft that are good day 1 starter quarterbacks. So you can go get one in the draft. Even if you win 6 games, you'll be fine. Just go win. Just go be competitive. That's why you spot the ball. It's to go play and win. Not to hope you draft somebody that you hope ends up being good.
If there was a Cam Ward in this draft, I would maybe say tank. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cam's great. I love watching Cam Ward play
what if you're like, well, Cam's going to be available in this draft?
But, that's a great example, though. But, he was the clear number 1 in that draft. Like, if you go back to –
it was either him or Shador.
Yeah, okay. If you go back to the – Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy. Drake May, right? I mean, that's a different draft than what you had, last year where it's like, okay, well, Cam's the guy. Let's try to figure out if there's anybody else that can, be a first-round pick at the quarterback position. So it's a different conversation.
Completely different conversation.
I don't think that this draft is what we saw in 24, but it's certainly more than we saw last year.
So I guess we're safe to say we're taking the Saints plus 3.5.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
How about
Let's
that?
go,
Saints. And I actually feel pretty good about it.
I feel real good about it.
I don't even feel like I'm having to lie to you right now.
I think based on this show, because we have listeners all over the world, tens and tens of listeners. I think there is What? Tens of listeners all over the world. I think the line's going to move. Saints will probably be minus 3.5 by 10:05.
I bet you. It probably goes down.
You don't think this show's affecting
maybe
the line?
Maybe.
I think there's a shot.
I bet by kickoff it goes down to 2.5 though.
I bet you're right.
Yeah.
If you can get it 3.5, get it.
Go ahead and get it right
all
now.
Day.
And if you got it at what was it? What I say it opened up?
Yep.
Like 8.5.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. I think you said that.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds right.
If you got it at that, congratulations. All right, we will step away, but yeah, big opportunity for your New Orleans Saints to go win a game when they're without their quarterback, without their best offensive player. We'll be back. More OTB live here from Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Go to trashrangers.com. Once you go to the website, you can sign up for residential or commercial service. Also, they've got 3 different sizes of roll-off dumpsters for you to choose from. So I always encourage you, get in contact with them and let them know kind of what your project is, because they've been doing this so long. They're going to be like, okay, well, this is the size that you need. We'll make sure that you have it, and they're going to deliver it, right? Easy for you. But let's say that you don't get it right, and you got more than you thought you would. They'll come, and they're going to get your dumpster, empty it, and then they're going to bring it back to you. That's the kind of customer service you get with Trash Rangers.
That's right. Trash Rangers, the most they're reliable waste and sanitation service in South Louisiana. So whatever your need is, whether it's at home, your residential service, whether it's commercial service, whether you have a little office building, or you have a big factory, whatever you need, they can fit. They can customize your trash removal. They are the pros that can handle that trash. So roll-off dumpster, regular dumpster, and regular trash bin, whatever it is, give them a call. Those big red dumpsters, trashrangers.com.
Everybody get up.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here on ESPN Baton Rouge at Pro Dreams. Pro-dreams.com is the website if you want to check out all the incredible stuff they have. You can see some of it behind us if you're watching us on YouTube as well. Don't pay attention to this ugly Florida helmet.
It. Spit on it.
I'm about to just take my thumb and rip this Tim Tebow autograph right off of it.
God, well, he didn't even have a good autograph.
I mean, what is that? That does not say Tim Tebow.
That is like not even gritty.
No. I mean, I see the 15 there, but what are those lines above his name? What are those?
I don't know. It's just dumb. It's an ugly helmet, too.
Hey, how about we get the same logo on each side of your helmet, Florida? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Terrible.
What is that? Is that white helmet with like black specks in it?
Yeah.
It's like vanilla bean.
It does look like vanilla. Look, if you're into Florida helmet signed by Tim Tebow, which
who would be?
Who would be? But if you are, pro-dreams.com, you can get it.
You can come and buy this helmet, take it to your tailgate, and smash it.
It's very true. You could.
Well, I mean, what kind of, if you want to go viral, if you're one of those want to be influencers, come here and get it. And we're live on air or on your socials.
Yeah.
Burn it.
You know what I think about Florida's helmet?
Perfect.
You know what I think about LSU's helmet? You know what Florida should be thinking about coming into Death Valley this Saturday?
What?
Scary.
Terrified. Because I think that LSU fan heard Brian Kelly's plea, his demand, his command of what he wants.
They did.
I hope they did. We probably need to play it. I don't know if we can be on remote, but we probably need to play it just so you can hear from the coach. Light up Death Valley this weekend.
Yeah, I think we played it on Monday, but yeah, it's a good reminder. So, Tay, whenever you have that ready, just kind of shoot me a text. And I know we got a little bit of a delay, but we'll get that played again. And there's nothing better than when a big game is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, because it's Thursday and you start to feel the buzz. You start to feel it in the air. You start to feel it in your fingertips, and your spidey senses start going off a little bit. You're like, oh, something's a little bit different here in the town this week. You start to see the RVs getting ready on Thursday instead of Friday night. The businesses are jumping a little bit. You start to see more movement across town here and there. It's a different feel whenever you have a big game in town. And so, like, when your head coach challenges you as a fan base, because when these lists come out and when EA Sports has a video game and it's like, what's the number one place to play? Well, it's Death Valley. It's Death Valley at night. It's Death Valley against the Florida Gators. All of that is here. All of that is an opportunity this week. Mm-hmm. So
the players have an opportunity, but the fans have an opportunity to provide and make, everybody has that responsibility, that ability themselves to go and make it an unforgettable night in Death Valley.
You only get so many of these every year. Yep. And think about it. When we're sitting there, now we're lucky we have LSU baseball to be excited about, talk about, celebrate. But still, like, when you're sitting there and it's the springtime and you're jonesing for some football, remember, you only get so many of these per year. Like that big-ass stadium behind me, It's beautiful. We love it. It's incredible. It's the best in the country. It only gets used like 8 times a year. And this year, even less, because you went to Clemson. That normally would have been a home game for you. And I know you've had some neutral site games over the last couple of years, but normally that's a home game for you. So you lost one of those opportunities. You only get so many, so why not celebrate the hell out of the ones that you get, certainly when you play against a team that you hate.
And you even get even less at night. Like, this is true. Like, the stars.
You don't get to dictate that anymore.
Yeah, the stars are aligned, guys. The stars are aligned. So, like, this, you never know a night game in LSU when the opportunity comes, which game it's going to be, where you can look back in like 15, 20 years and be like, I remember where I was sitting for that one. I remember the atmosphere, the loudness. Like, people still come to us and talk about games that we were at LSU for, and we're lucky enough to play in. And they talk about where they were sitting, like what they remember. Like, this always has an opportunity. Like, this game has an opportunity to do that. You just never know when that's going to happen. So go out, shout. Don't forget to wear gold.
Oh yeah, it's a gold game. It's a gold game. Different game. There's a gold baseball jersey. Is that play?
Is it gold?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's championship gold. So like,
what does that
mean? You win. No one else. You win championships. They're in championship gold.
Oh yeah,
like gold baseball jerseys.
Yeah, no. Stitchhead. I got it.
It's kind of like
so we're gold.
Kind of like victory red for Tiger Woods.
Yep. And if like you don't have a gold LSU shirt, just find a generic yellow shirt.
If you say yellow one more time this week, I'm gonna punch you in your chest.
No, I say gold LSU shirt. So that color is gold when it's specific to LSU.
If you say yellow again, we're gonna fight.
I didn't say yellow. I said yellow.
Well, yellow wood is a big Auburn booster. So okay. Which Tigers are you rooting for here, Flynn?
That's a reach. the wood company?
Yeah, it is.
That was a reach.
That's a big Auburn
fan.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh my!
Might as well say War Eagle here. Wow. Wow. All right, here is your head coach Brian Kelly talking about what he wants to see this Saturday in Death Valley.
We need to be Death Valley. We need to live up to our resume as the most difficult place to play in the country. Because it's SEC time. So you had your warm-up tailgates, you got your recipes down, you got how much you need for drinking. Now, let's go get it. Let's make Tiger Stadium what it has been built on, and that is an incredibly difficult place to play. And so that's my first shout out to our fan base. We need you this weekend.
All right. The challenge has been set.
The gauntlet has been thrown. I like how he so politely told us the recipes. You know what you need for drinking. He basically said, have some pops.
Yeah.
Get lively. When you're driving your car to Death Valley, put on little Phil Collins In the Air Tonight, because I want Florida to be feeling what's in the air when they step in there.
I would say Audio Slave, Shadow of the Sun. I'd say that. Either way, though, both very good. Great songs.
I can't wait. I can't wait to feel it. Can't wait to feel it.
We're sitting here talking all this noise. You're going to be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay.
It's the Florida game.
Yeah.
I'll be there every year.
All right, just make sure.
As long as it's home. No, I can't say it for every game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go to Gainesville. That's true.
But Brian Kelly just called me out as well, alongside everybody else.
Without question.
Without question.
Everyone listening to this show, you got called out.
Mm-hmm. My kids, if they're not yelling loud enough, they're gonna lose some gold stars at home.
Some gold stars.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna take Huck's car collection away?
Maybe.
All right, we will step away here, and when we come back, let's continue breaking down all the games. Trey's going to join us, obviously, from Pro Dreams, kind of tell us what they've got going on this weekend. He's going to explain this ugly Florida helmet in front of me as well, so if you want to buy it just to destroy it, you can do that. All of that coming back your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org, that is the website. 225-925-8552, man. They have been here so long in the local community. They are going to be here for you. I mean, they are a staple of this community. And we tell you all the time, it's not just in Central, it's in the greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you, right? And it's just a great family-owned business. And when you deal with them, like, you feel that, like, you understand that, right? And so it is truly like the place to go to, right? It's the one that you've used, your dad's used, your grandfather, your grandparents, like they've all used them because they've been here that long. 225-925-8552.
You know, when people are working on your house or your business, like, experience does matter. And the Payne family has been doing it a really, really long time here in Baton Rouge. They are the experts. They are the pros. And I can tell you from experience, they've done work at our house. They've done where they've fully furnished and equipped our factory down there in North Baton Rouge. So, like, everything that they do is professional. Top of the line. Go see them. Give them a call. Centralplumbing.org.
Boy, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB, and we are, again, live on location here at Pro Dreams, pro-dreams.com. Trey Ledbetter joins us now. Obviously, the owner here at Pro Dreams, and he is ready to go. I think my Back to the Future Part 2 mug with a hoverboard maybe influenced Trey's wardrobe choices here today.
Very inspirational, Jacob.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, Jacob, I just wanted to show that here at Pro Dreams, we don't just sell your helmets. We don't just sell Tim Tebow stuff. We kind of have a little bit of it all.
Yeah.
So this is a signed guitar by Michael J. Fox from the movie.
Yep.
And he sang what song while playing it?
Johnny Be Good.
Good. Little question there.
Yeah.
Like it. And then I have the glasses signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah. Little mix of all three movies.
Yeah. y'all got a lot of movie stuff here. Like, I know in the old shop, you had some, but like now that you've got all this space, like sure, it's incredible sports memorabilia, LSU, Saints, and like any team, like, you know, you gotta have your Bengal stuff because of Burrow. But I mean, y'all have got some movie stuff here. I mean, you got kind of your own little room dedicated to it.
For sure. We've got a 16 by 20 signed by the entire cast of Sandlot, which is one of my personal favorites. We've got the original Ari Lehman, who is the first, what's his name? Ari Lehman, the guy from Face Off. I mean, from
Is that who
The
played?
Boy in the Lake.
Jason.
I
Yes, that's
couldn't
what I
think
thought.
of it.
Okay. Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there we go. So a little bit of everything.
Trey, when y'all set up if you go to a fundraiser, some sort of event where they're raising money, like, do you kind of ask them, like, hey, what is your kind of the clientele that you're going to have? Do you find that sports is the main thing that people like? Do they like some of the pop cultures at a 50-50 split, or is it kind of depends on the spot?
It depends on the spot and the vibe of the event, right? Mm-hmm. We want to make sure we have a little bit of it all. So we have art too. Becky Foss is our number one artist that we use. She has some beautiful stuff, but it really just depends on the event. And I always tell people that we don't just sell memorabilia. We sell like a moment, or we sell a memory. We sell a dream, pro dreams.
Yeah.
Jeez. There you go. We sell a dream.
You got there.
That's right.
But everybody remembers that one moment in sports where, like, I was at that game when Jacob went for it. I was at that game when he threw that touchdown, or whatever the case is. But everybody remembers that one moment in sports where, like, I can go back to where nothing else in the world matters, and especially, like, what happened this past week in current events, that I think sports is always going to be that go-to of, like, I can disassociate with what's going on in the world and be right back in sports.
Yeah, I mean, we actually, like the 20-year anniversary of our game against Arizona State just happened the other day. And it was like, it was such a devastating time in Louisiana going through Hurricane Katrina. And it's like, you know, initially you're like, God, does anybody care about like a football game? Like, does anybody, like, we got so much devastation back home. But I can't tell you the amount of people like that year and still to this day will come up to all of us and be like, hey, that 3-hour escape that we had, like, we had a lot of things going on, and we barely could find a place to watch the game. But for 3 hours, we were able to escape a little bit and just go watch y'all play Arizona State. And it's like sometimes you forget about that.
Right, sure.
It's what sports can do for you.
Yeah, and you can offer that little time capsule memory that can take you back to those moments too. And with the memorabilia, like you said, there's a helmet or a picture or a ticket stub or whatever it is, just to like take you back a little bit and bring a little joy back to you.
It's where we can all find a common ground of, like, that's my team and that's my moment.
Mm-hmm. Even this ugly ass Florida helmet you've got in front of us.
Well,
Tim Tebow's signed Florida helmet.
But we have one of
Tim's so
your
nice.
helmets signed with some unique inscriptions.
Yeah, what is STTD?
B?
B.
Yeah, you
what
can
does that
figure it
mean?
out.
Not sure.
I don't know. I don't
sure.
know. It says Gator Hater as well, though,
I'd
right
like
next
for them.
to it.
I like the Gator Hater.
Hey, just play it.
Yeah.
Play it this
Just
weekend.
play it. and
this
let's
weekend.
play it and let's see what it stands for.
Yeah.
There you
right.
go. It's like a little puzzle.
Yeah, my son came in the other day and it's like, hey, Dad, LSU's got some pretty they got some chants, Dad, that are kind of dirty. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Never heard of that before.
Yeah, never heard. And he was like, yeah, the one, you know the one that they say you suck? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right, bud.
That's the one.
I'll write a letter.
So on game days, y'all are set up throughout, like, surrounding areas of Tiger Stadium, right? How many locations do y'all have on game day?
We have 6 locations. One that's our biggest location is about Mike the Tiger.
Right.
So come out and check us out. We have some inside, outside the corridors. We have like Gate 23 is another big location. But here in our brand new retail store, it's open for business. And this Saturday, we have a very, very special, unique guest coming in to sign some autographs. From 10 to 11:30, Mr. Jacob Hester will be here. Signing autographs. Do we have like an applause button on the?
Wait, Trey, I thought you wanted.
Ching, ching, ching.
Trey, I thought you wanted people to come.
Yes,
to the store.
Yes. Jeez, tough crowd around here. No, but Jacob will be signing autographs for everybody. Y'all come in, take some pictures, as he says, drink some coffee and watch some game day.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be posted up. I might be in the same exact seat watching game day, answering any questions about the Florida game, how much we hate Florida, any other game across the country this week, because we all love waking up and watching college game day. Why not go ahead and do it in a place like this? And yeah, look, if you feel led, go ahead and just pick up some LSU merch or LSU memorabilia, like this great, or if you want to buy this so you can burn it at your tailgate, you can do that as well.
Make
or
a statement.
buy it and put it on and do like a little head button situation.
Oh, yeah. Well, Big Cat drill.
Yeah.
All right, Flynn, I'll put on the LSU helmet. You put on the Florida helmet.
Nope.
No bull nose on that helmet.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you had the old bullhorn on the Burrow helmet there. So,
but not only do we just do memorabilia here, this is also a great event space for tailgating. Yes. You can rent this space out, but y'all come check us out at 3930 Burbank Drive.
Yeah, so I would encourage all of our listeners, y'all come hang out with us. Again, you're going to be on campus anyways. It's a big game day, so you don't get to campus at like 4 p.m. Like, you're going to be here all day, so come hang out with us as well. Again, the website, pro-dreams.com. You can check out all the great stuff they have, but I would encourage you, come boots on the ground, because, I mean, like I said, it's LSU, it's Saints, it's movie memorabilia. You've got your Burrow Bengals, you've
Muhammad
got Pete
Ali,
Rose,
Ken Griffey Jr.
You got a little bit of everybody. Yeah, it's not just LSU. Of course, they have all the LSU, but it's not just LSU. So, Trey, we appreciate it as always, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm going to play y'all a tune as we go.
Yeah, please do.
Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, more OTB when we come back here live from Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
Go to GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products, and I promise you, we have that interactive whiteboard, and we are going to soon have a film session for you. I promise you, we are trying to get that installed right now. And when we do, man, I can't wait to kind of show you all some ins and outs of that tape. But look, it's thanks to Gulf Coast, and they have products like that. That is one of the things that they offer, and they are the leader. And look, you got some companies like you have to have your documents. You have to have them at your fingertips, at your disposal. Like you have to always be able to have those for you. And so when something happens, you're not talking to a robot. You're not talking to somebody that's going to put you on hold. You're talking to the person that can help you. That's what kind of service you're going to get. GCOPnet.com.
Yeah, Gulf Coast Office Products, they are your workplace efficiency lifeline. So they are the Louisiana's leading copier and printer source, whether it's a law firm, whether it's a hospital, bank, university, or whether your office is a Cajun basement and you are right over your garage and working day to day. Whatever it is, they can help you. They can fit your need. Keep your office working optimally and efficiently. Right there, GCOPnet.com.
I had a way then, losing it all on my own. I had a heart then, but the queen has been overthrown. And I am not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat. And I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, live on location here at Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge. I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical. It is not too late. I know that we've already had activity in the Gulf, but it is not too late for that whole home generator that we tell you about all the time. If you're on the North Shore, if you're in Baton Rouge, go ahead, go to boudreauxelectrical.com, get the contact information, have them come out. They'll slab it, install it. You'll be ready to go. The ultimate peace of mind thanks to Boudreaux's and boudreauxelectrical.com. All right, I am feeling pretty bullish now about this Saints game. I've talked myself into it. No Brock Purdy, no George Kittle. Saints done.
They're in, yeah. Oh, they're going to win this one.
Gonna win.
I told you last week they were going to win.
You said it last week, too, though.
But I think what the feeling I was getting, I think it was a week premature. So it's this week. For show, 100% what it's going to be. I like it.
You had an opportunity last week.
It's going to be a good weekend for LSU, or for Louisiana football fans.
It'd be some good vibes if LSU is able to take down one of their rivals and then the Saints get a victory.
Let me ask you this. So
positive.
What do you expect from the Florida Gators coming into town? Like, I know they had the loss this past week, South Florida, a team that they're not supposed to ever lose to, a team that they're certainly more talented to. Now, I know a team that is talented. They were coming off of a good win versus a ranked Boise State team. But still, I don't care how good you are, you're still not supposed to beat Florida if you're South Florida. So what do you think the messaging was? I mean, they know. I mean, all these kids have access to social media. They know the messaging that's out there about Billy Napier.
For sure.
And they know what happened last year. They know that the team saved his job last year. And now they hear the rumblings. They hear people calling for him to be fired now. They get it. They see that. You can't shelter them from that. So as a head coach, you kind of have to address it, right? You have to address the elephant in the room. You have to tell them, this is why we lost. Like, y'all did not play well enough. The effort wasn't there. But then you also got to say, we need to talk about this.
So if I am a Florida fan, like at least I can kind of say, you know what? We went through this last year. Now you don't love where you're at as a program because Florida wants to play for championships, right? I mean that's what they've done. I mean, what 06 and 2008, like you win multiple national championships. I know that wasn't just yesterday or anything, but it's Florida. Come on, we know what the deal is. But at least you can say, you know what? Last year wasn't going great. You lost to Georgia and Jacksonville. You got absolutely housed by Texas. Now, you rested some of your players that, maybe they could have gone, but you said, hey, we're going to make sure we're ready for LSU at home. Mm-hmm. So you lose to Georgia, you lose on the road to Texas, and you come back and you beat LSU. You keep them out of Atlanta. You keep Ole Miss out of Atlanta. You beat them. You go beat a rival in Florida State. They weren't good last year, but you still beat them. And then you win a bowl game against Tulane. So you won 4 games in a row after losing 2 in a row, and everybody thought, oh, if you lose to LSU, Billy's just going to go pack his office and he's done. And I truly believe that. Like, if he lost that game, he probably was done. They win that game. They win multiple games. They win 4 games in a row. And, look, you open the season with Long Island. I'm not going to take anything in that, but you win 5 games in a row. It's like everything's going in the right direction. DJ Lagway's back healthy. Mm-hmm. He's going. We got LSU on the road early in the season. We're feeling good about it, where we're at right now. And then you lose to South Florida. Yep. Now, you had that as a win in the offseason every time. You're playing the schedule game, you're like, South Florida win. Dub. Yep. 2-0 heading to LSU. Going to be a top 10 matchup maybe. And now it's not. And now the same conversations are happening again. It's like, okay, you did it once, and that was highly impressive to be able to change your season, change your fortune that late into the season. I gave Billy a lot of credit for that. But how many times can you do that? Mm-hmm. Did you empty the tank, right? All the equity that you built up and had to use there in that moment. Like, do you have any more left over? So, like, that would be the question. Like, what's the vibe going to be? Is the team still together? Right? Because, like, DJ Lagway was hurt this offseason as well. So that's a young quarterback who's played, but he's still a young quarterback. He didn't have that full offseason because remember, Graham Mertz was the starter last offseason. Mm-hmm. So DJ didn't have that. I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the fourth quarter program. I'm in the summer workouts. I'm in the spring football. I'm your guy. I'm your leader. This is the voice. Like, he didn't have that. And those things are very important in the offseason. So it's like, what are you leaning on? Who are you leaning on? Who are you counting on to make sure that you're ready to go in this moment?
Yeah, it's certainly a good point. I know that
Thank you.
I know, yeah, whatever. I know that. I guess the argument can be made like, oh, well, Billy, if there's a coach that's already been in this situation, he's proven that he can bring the team back in a season after he's already kind of on the hot seat. But, like, at a certain point, it's like, quit getting on the hot seat.
No, I feel you.
Don't lose to South Florida. And I get it. DJ Lagway is dealing with has dealt with some offseason injuries, and he is, I believe the messaging coming off is like he's getting better. He's a little rusty. He's knocking the rust off. That don't matter in the win-loss column. It doesn't matter. Like, you're still playing South Florida. You can't make that an excuse of why you lost to South Florida in the swamp.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that. If your starter is not ready or healthy enough or there enough to win a game against South Florida, he doesn't need to be playing.
Yeah.
I remember Jimbo Fisher told me, like, you can't play hurt because our backup's better than you hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you at 50% is not as good as a backup at 100%.
Right.
So, but I'm not saying that he's hurt, but that's the messaging that I'm hearing. It's like, yeah, he's still knocking the rust off. He's doing this. He's doing that. Well, there's no really excuses in the win-loss column. It's not going to save a job because your quarterback's rusty because he had a pulled hammy in the offseason. That's not an excuse. And I'm sitting here. I have been watching, trying to break down the offensive tape, the Florida offensive tape against South Florida last week. And granted, I will admit, hand in the air, I didn't watch a lot of, outside of the LSU game, didn't watch a lot of DJ Lagway last year.
Right.
Enough to where, like, I was trying to grade him and watch. And I've watching a little bit of this tape from this past week and not very impressed with what I'm seeing from a mobility standpoint, deciphering defenses. Sure, talented, big guy, can make a lot of throws. But I'm seeing a guy that's a little bit inaccurate. And he makes accurate throws, but he's got some mechanical flaws and some issues that I see. Maybe that's the rust they're talking about. He plays a little quick. His feet are a little bit slow, but his upper body is very fast.
Yeah.
So, like, he's slow in a drop back, and then he makes a decision last minute to throw it, and then he's, like, really fast. He gets it out. And a lot of times it looks pretty, and you're like, oh, what a quick delivery. But he's kind of like a slasher. Like, I call it a spinner. Like, he spins his upper body his upper body creates a lot of his power, not his lower body.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. That leads for, over the period of an entire game or a season, it leads to inaccuracies. Now, he might make 3, 4, 5, 6 good throws in a row, but eventually it's going to catch up to him. And I saw a lot of throws early on that were not very accurate. And I also saw South Florida defense flying around, making plays, playing with more energy. Now, Florida looks like they got some talented guys on the offensive linemen. Their guards looked like they played pretty aggressive. But I saw no movement forward. A lot of their runs are RPOs. So what does the lineman have to do on an RPO? They just have to block and maintain their position. They can't drive people backwards because then you get offensive linemen down the field. A lot of their run game is based off RPOs.
Yep.
And RPOs are great. I love them. They're great to sprinkle into the game, but that can't be your base runs because your offensive lineman cannot drive. And I saw that a lot then, and so they just stand up and the holes get clogged and there's nowhere really to run. So they got out-energied. South Florida beat them. They wanted it more. They wanted to get the ball. They wanted to get the ball carrier down. So we'll see.
Yep. LSU, challenge yourself, so make sure you have more energy than them in this contest. Hour 3, OTB coming back your way.
Off the bench.
All right, go to ktozblinds.com, ktozblinds.com, KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living since 2004 in Baton Rouge, on the North Shore, in Lafayette, but really, honestly, I mean, throughout the state of Louisiana. Like, if you're in Alexandria right now, they've done work there. Just give them a call. Tell them what you're looking for. Brandon Barton and the team going to make sure that they get the job done every single time. They have done it for me. They'll do it for you. I can promise you that. I mean, I stand fully behind Brandon Barton and the team. What they've done at my home completely changed our space. Interior, outdoor living. I tell you all the time, sometimes it's both. You don't even know it. ktozblinds.com.
Hey, you actually be, like, blown away if somebody comes in your house and professionally treats your windows, like whether it's shutters, whether it's shades, drapes, blinds, whatever it is. You'd be blown away at how much better it makes your house look, how complete it makes it. And then at the end of the month, you're saving on energy because your house works more efficiently. So go to their brand new, beautiful website, KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. That website is ktozblinds.com.